But how much of that do I actually get to keep? Well, good question. Let's scroll down here and we get to see, after all of eBay fees and taxes and all that stuff, we have finally done it, everybody. We have finally passed the $1,000 in sales on eBay. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. There you go. There you go. I really think selling on eBay is a side hustle that people don't talk enough about, especially if you're a college student, because it takes like almost no money down. Theoretically, you could start with $1, buy something from Goodwill and resell it, and then just scale up from there. It is honestly an amazing business, and I have had so much fun doing it. It's been stressful, but it's been fun. And the great part is that you have freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want to do it. It's great. It really is amazing. But before we get too far into the video, my name is Chris Colbank. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a college athlete, and football season's actually going to be starting here soon. And sorry, I keep on moving around a lot, but football season's going to be starting here soon. Super excited to be bringing you guys some amazing content. Right now, it's just the summer. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I enjoy not knowing what the next day has in store. That's part of why I love making these YouTube videos, because every video can be different. Every video can have their own flair. But without further ado, enough talk, let's get into the eBay sales. So I wanted to talk about these 3 points before I break down the analytics, and we actually hop on over there. On that computer, we're going to be looking over my analytics on eBay to see, what sold, what brands should actually look over what brands you should actually look at if you want to resell. But first, we gotta talk about the 3 points. These 3 points are important. Listen, people, listen. I would say the most important thing is market research. You need to know what brands sell. You need to know what has a good sell-through rate. There are so many things that I can go into right now that I don't even know. Just keep in mind, guys, I've only been doing this for a month. I am straight noob, do not know what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of do, in a way. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, market research. Make sure whatever it is that you're trying to sell will actually sell on eBay. For me, I'm choosing the clothing niche because they're really light. That means that they are easy to ship and they're cheap to ship. And clothes. Everybody needs clothes. So it's just something that, you know there's going to be a demand for it no matter what time of year or how the economy's doing or whatever. Market research. Point number 2, pick the right brands. It doesn't matter how nice something looks or how expensive it looks. If it doesn't sell on eBay, it does not matter. Some brands that I will tell you I look out for, and you should look out for too, are Columbia, North Face, Patagonia, anything that's good condition, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas. I try and sell in the outdoor activewear niche. And the number 3 important thing that I would say is consistency. You have to stay consistent. Sometimes you're not going to get sales at all, and a day will go by and you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck? But you just have to keep on buying and selling, buying and selling. And through market research, you'll know what to price things at. Just look it up on eBay. What is this selling for on eBay? It's not that hard. You just have to go out and do it. And I will say this, the reason I said 30 days on the title and on the thumbnail, whatever ends up popping up, is because it actually took me more than a month to get $1,000 in sales. It actually took me about 2 weeks to get my first sale on eBay. But after I got my first sale, things started picking up a little bit and I started getting really excited. I think my first day I got my first sale, I ended up getting $42 in sales that day. So I was like, whoa, and I think I ended up getting a high of like $107 in sales in one day. So it fluctuates a lot. We're gonna look through that in the analytics on that computer back there. But yeah, consistency and consistency, don't give up. It's not for everybody, but it is a really cool side hustle. if you have space to keep clothes or whatever, you have a little cash to spend and a little bit of time, it's something to try out. All right, so we are in front of my computer. We're gonna go ahead and log into my eBay and check out the analytics. This is going to really explain a lot of things. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are my analytics. This is everything broken down this past month. So this was my first sale, June 20th. And it actually compiled of a couple sales that day. Let's go ahead and, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well anyway, so my first day I ended up making $42 in sales, and let's see, on July 9th I ended up having a high of $107.75 in sales, and that brings us to today. I actually got one sale so far, July 20th, added up to $16. So as you can see, it's very inconsistent. Some days I'm not getting any sales at all. And yeah, here we can see, if we click on this big number right here, total sales, $1,222 in sales. But how much of that do I actually get to keep? Well, good question. Let's scroll down here and we get to see, after all of eBay fees and taxes and all that stuff, I have a net profit of $589 in just 1 month. And it did take me a couple weeks, like I said earlier, to make my first sale, but once I made that first sale, it took me an additional 30 days to make $589 of net profit. So if you make $1,000 in sales, you're not going to make $1,000. There's a lot of taxes and fees that you get taken away. That's just because you're selling on eBay. That's just how it works. And I guess if you want to account, I don't keep track of this. I don't have a, really elaborate spreadsheet or anything that keeps track of all the items that sell, but you can estimate that I spend about $1 per item, because the Goodwill outlet that I go to, you have to pay $1.99, I believe, per pound of clothing. And on average, something's gonna weigh probably half a pound. So I would just average it out and say it's $1 for every item. So if we look at how many items I've sold currently, you can go to orders. And, oops, okay, hold on. What am I doing? Let's go to all orders. And I have sold a total of 62 items, you can see right here. So if you want to subtract $62 from $589, I guess that would be a more accurate estimate of the amount of money that I'm actually netting. And it doesn't feel that way, because pretty much a lot of what you make gets reinvested into your business. Clothes are cheap, but sometimes it's really annoying because you will buy something and it won't sell for a while. And I've only been doing this for a month. Sometimes I've heard it can take up to like a year for something to sell, even if it's priced properly. You don't want that to happen, because if you're not consistently making sales, you're not going to be making the revenue to continue to buy clothes. So sometimes you'd rather just sell something half the price if it means you're going to end up making money, instead of having to wait several months before you can actually profit off of that item. So if we want to look at some of the items that have sold, so you guys can get an idea of maybe what you could look out for, we can go to all orders. And these three, this is a whole nother video in itself. I ended up getting scammed, or they tried to scam me. I think it was maybe they were able to see I had a new account. They saw maybe that I was vulnerable, that they could take advantage of that. I'm not sure, but it didn't work, okay? So, amen to that. So this was my first sale, and this is hilarious because I remember I was sitting on the toilet during church, using the bathroom, and it said that I had sold my first item. I was like, talk about passive income. Now, this is totally the opposite of passive income. I am actively going out and buying every single one of these items myself, physically shipping them myself. So it is not passive at all, but I just thought it was cool that all I was doing was sitting on a toilet and it ended up selling. I think that's really cool. I like the idea of that, so I was like, huh, that's pretty neat. So you have a lot of Nike things, Tommy Bahama, and I cannot stress this enough, Patagonia. All right, here's a Patagonia item right here. If you find Patagonia, snatch it up, because that stuff is like liquid gold on eBay. As soon as you see it, it's pretty much guaranteed at least a $15 profit. And there's a lot of Columbia stuff here. Columbia PFG shorts sell like crazy. Anything Nike. Here's some more Columbia. I've had a lot of luck selling Lacoste polo t-shirts. So you see a lot of that here. Some Lululemon. And a lot of just, random stuff. Here's, a pair of Patagonia shorts that sold for $25. I got these for $1. Sold them for $25. The buyer ended up paying $31 because of shipping and fees and all that stuff. But I'm like, hey, that's like a $23, $24 profit. I'll take it. I'll take it. So you see some Lululemon, just a little random stuff scattered in here, North Face. So you could see kind of I'm going for the active wear, outdoor brands, because that's what I feel like I'm most educated about. I'm an athlete, so I figure stick to that kind of stuff. And I do sell some vintage stuff. If I see something that's vintage, I'm going to buy it and sell it, because here you can see I sold a vintage Harlequin animal art t-shirt. None of that's important. But it is a cool graphic, as you can see. I think that's a pretty cool t-shirt. And it's vintage because it's about 20 years old. And you can tell because it's got single stitching and all that stuff. Things that I could totally go into another video. But yeah, guys. You can go to performance. Let's go to summary. Let's end off looking at this screen here. So obviously, I didn't cover a lot of things I could have covered. This was just a very basic, foundational video if you're interested in reselling on eBay. I'm gonna be a college athlete, I'm gonna be going to school full time, and I'm still gonna be trying to sell on eBay. So you can definitely do this if you have a busy schedule, and that's what I think is so cool. Being an entrepreneur, doing things yourself. I just find so much freedom in that, and it just really makes me excited. Yeah, if you aren't into these kinds of videos, I understand that, because a lot of my videos have been fitness and health based, but I'm just kind of trying to test, what is it that my audience responds to. So if you guys like hearing about how to be an entrepreneur and just overall wellness and health, along with tagging in a lot of football stuff as well, since I am going to be going to school, I'm just trying to figure out what I enjoy doing and what you guys respond to as well, because that's really what it's about. It's about the audience. And if you're watching this far into the video, I really appreciate it, because some of you are probably upcoming recruits that are going to Mississippi College. It was so encouraging meeting you guys a few weeks ago when we had a team workout together. Everyone came together and, we met a lot of new people. And a lot of you guys said you watched my videos. I can't tell you how encouraging that is to me, because I spend so much time making these videos, and for you guys to watch them and to really enjoy them really means a lot to me, especially going to a small Baptist school. You just don't really see that a lot. So it's been really encouraging. I'm really looking forward to seeing how God will grow this channel in the future. So guys, $1,000 in sales in 1 month. I hope it was educational. I hope you guys learned something. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in my next video. There's a lot in the works here. I've been pretty busy, but hey, just keep on grinding, keep on hustling. Opportunities will open up. So guys, without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.